about this. At a time when many are concerned about health and safety, more than a dozen Jefferson County families have no access to paramedics, police, or fire. Tonight, News 4 investigator Chris Nagus is asking why nothing is being done to fix the problem near Hillsborough.
It's a nightmare.
81-year-old Jim Churchill can no longer drive to his home near Hillsborough. The low-water bridge that connects Shelley Estates with the outside world is crumbling.
He lives on top of the hill on this side.
And what's left is hollowed out underneath.
I'm just trying to walk my handicapped father across a very dangerous bridge that has been washed out.
Elderly and disabled residents must walk across this structure each time they go home.
Yeah, we ain't got the milk.
The lucky ones have cars parked on both sides. Churchill's daughter fears what could happen.
If there's an emergency of any kind, a fire, a heart attack, a child falling and hurting himself, there is absolutely no EMS, no emergency vehicles. There's a fire department can't get up.
The neighborhood is located in the Cedar Hill Fire Protection District. An assistant chief told me his equipment can't cross the bridge in its current state. Low water crossings are not uncommon in Jefferson County, and they can pose issues in multiple fire districts.
A lot of these bridges were built 40s, 50s, a long time ago, and they very questionable as to whether they can handle the weight of fire apparatus these days. So yeah, it's a real problem for us.
Who do you think is accountable for this?
I think it's the Corps of Engineers' responsibility.
Churchill believes that's because the creek pushes a lot of force against the bridge. Check out this video during a recent heavy downpour. But according to the Army Corps of Engineers, they are not responsible for maintenance in this watershed, including keeping a privately owned and constructed bridge free of debris or water. And that's an important point here. According to the Jefferson County Public Works Director, this bridge is private, not public. Is there anything the county can do to help them?
From the actual county ourselves?
Correct.
Not directly.
According to homeowners, there is an HOA. But off camera, one resident told me there's nowhere near enough money to construct a new bridge that could easily cost 6 figures. Some residents seem confused a bridge like this could be private, considering how many homes depend on it.
I feel like Jefferson County should take some responsibility for this. I mean, you've got a lot of residents that live over here that pay taxes, and they have absolutely no emergency vehicle service, no police service, no fire department, no ambulance service. They have no access to that.
Jefferson County actually has a program that allows residents to petition the county to take over private roads. Since 2018, nearly 200 petitions have been filed, 71 have been approved. But this project doesn't qualify because the road leading to the bridge is gravel, not a hard surface.
When it goes, everybody's lifeline goes.
According to Public Works, there could be one way to help, but it would require an order from the governor.
If it was a public declaration from the state that said, Jefferson County had severe storm damage and it caused this problem, we can step in and help. But we're not under any sort of disaster declaration, so we don't have the authority to do it.
So far, that hasn't happened. For now, the road continues to be a hazard, and the residents fear it will only get worse.
This is a life or death emergency.
Yes, it is. It sure is.
I did reach out to the governor's office. A spokesperson told me they weren't aware of this situation or the suggestion that a disaster declaration might help. I also reached out to MoDOT. They told me there is no federal funding for a project like this one. So what do you think? Should the state of Missouri step in to help in a situation like this? You can let me know on my KMOV Facebook page. Chris Nagus, News 4 Investigates.